Double D's, how you doing, buddy? Good morning. Yeah, going hard on the coffee this morning. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough day yesterday. Yeah, we drove out to Ottawa for a wrestling tournament. So good 2 hours, 2.5 hour drive in, 2.5 hour drive back, and a whole day of wrestling. How's it going, French fries? Hey, T-Rex Slings, how's it going, bro? Selling slings and things. How you going? How's it going, buddy? MT Cole, how's it going? Mark, what's up? How's it going, Mr. French Fries? So yeah. Everything's good. Everything's good. Just chilling, bro. How's it going, Robert? Good morning. Hope you got yourself a coffee going. So what's everybody up to? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad out here. It's a little bit overcast, but doesn't seem to be anything nasty going on. You put me on large screen. That's far too much ATO for two pairs of eyes, buddy. That's far too much ATO. I just put the kettle up for a cup of tea, and then a notification popped up. Actually, I was actually talked into it by Rex. Rex gave me a message this morning, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you doing a morning coffee today?" And I'm like, bro, you talked me into it. Give me 15 minutes." So my coffee was actually ready a little bit earlier than I thought. So I said, "Hey, let's get on there and do some chatting." So big shout out to Rex for everyone just joining in there. You can thank Rex for this one. Drinking a cup. Good morning, Chad. Ooh. So I've got a good couple of hours I could hang out here and chat with you guys today, which is gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna have my coffee, and then probably around 10 o'clock, I'm gonna have to start my workout, and yeah, then we'll see if we can get out and do some shooting today. I'm probably gonna do some shorts, get a series of shorts going, and if I have some time or actually space on my phone, I'll bust out a real vid. What's going down? What's going down there, sit down slinger? And we'll see if we can get some vid shot today. I have an idea of one. I got a Sunday staple to say good morning. Cheers, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I was kind of thinking. I had a question actually in the last live. Somebody had mentioned, maybe it was in the last live or it was in one of my videos. Somebody had mentioned, what do you how do you correct when you're constantly either shooting left or shooting right, or what kind of things can cause this? And I figured it might be a cool video to do a little troubleshoot video on hooking left and hooking right. Um, I actually have one of my frames here. This is the pocket thumper from Island Made Catapults. If I try to, I don't know what, I haven't quite figured it out. I know I mentioned this a couple times before, but I haven't quite figured out with this frame, because if it's got something to do with the fork length or what the deal is. But I had found that when I'm shooting this guy, I can't really do a full extension. The camera's a little bit too close. If I cock it like this, it goes exactly where I want it. If I shoot straight, it hooks to the left. I haven't figured out what the deal is yet on that, but this is one of two frames that do that for whatever reason. And I don't know. I got to figure out what the deal is and see what it is that causes that. But when as soon as I just give it that little bit of a turn, a slightly canted uh, lineup, I'm dead center. It's kind of weird, but dead center. Oh, I got a lot of chat going on here. All right, Shade says miserable weather here in the UK. All smiles though. Daughter knocked 6 minutes on a. Oh wow, on a 10K. Time for cup number 2. Yeah, I was where I originally had a little fella going, and I was like, oh boy, if I'm gonna go talk to the boys and girls there, I better get myself a tall boy. It's important. French fries. I was waking up and I got a notification that you were live, so I immediately joined. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining in. Lone Wolf, how you doing, man? Everything is good with me, sir. Everything is good. Had a big not a big tournament, but we had a wrestling tournament yesterday. We went down to Ottawa with my son. Came back with silver. It was pretty nice. I didn't videotape any of these matches this time. I was with some friends, but I think my wife may have gotten it. She may post one of them. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying these. Sorry, Brent. Good morning, Brent. By the way, he says I look forward to these early morning chats. I actually quite enjoy them too. Coming out and just chatting with you guys, answering some questions, just talking about random crap. Doesn't all have to be slingshot stuff, but it's always welcome for sure. How many meters long do I shoot? Well, when I'm in my backyard, it's typically 10, 15, or 20 meters. When I'm in the woods, it I have pretty much freedom to shoot as far and as long as I want. So quite often, for me to get practice in, what I'll do, and you've probably seen this in what video was it? It was um, well, one of the videos that come to mind is actually the uh, when I tried out the Beagle version 1 and the Beagle version 2. I did a bunch of shooting in that video, and I set up like I can't remember if it was a 6 or an 8 centimeter target. I started at 10 meters, and every time I hit the target, I took 5 paces back and took another shot. Took 5 paces back, took another shot. Um, there was another one. I can't remember what frame I was shooting, but sometimes I like to set up courses in the woods, and I'll have some high shots, some low shots, some pheasant head shots, small spinners, all these kind of things. And in that shot, I think I hit my what it was well, probably my longest shot to date, which was I think it was like 150 feet or something like that. It was a pretty decent shot. Yeah, the head tilt. Head tilt's another one that can mess with you sometimes. I'm 2 foot in my profile. Good morning, Zero. Morning, Kevin Maid. Hey, thanks a lot, Sit Down Slinger. I agree. Hit that like button for me, guys. Oh, 11 minutes. That's still crazy. Everything always is about slingshots, isn't it? How's it going, Hunter? Ah, that's fun. Double D says gives me something to listen to while I'm working in the shop. On a regular basis at work, I have my little earbuds in. I think I got them here somewhere. Yeah, got my Samsung earbuds inside my head. And I'm listening to Rogan podcast while I'm working all the time, and they're like, "Hey, what do you got in there?" It's really loud in here. I've got these pipes banging on the other side of the wall, so I put these things in, and they claim it's to protect my ears, but it's not. It's to listen to Rogan. It's important stuff. Hey Shane, he says, "Hey Mark, thanks for all the guidance. Enjoy the channel. Cheers. Well, I appreciate the support, and I hope I can keep on putting content and keep you guys around." Yeah, that was a fun one. That shot that we did that day, we had a whole course set up, and there was another one too when I did the comparison between the Beagle, my Beagle Custom, which I think I have here somewhere. Maybe I might have put it in the other room. My Beagle Custom and my Beagle version 2, which is in a bag down there. Uh, I did some great shooting in that day. That was a really fun day. I put out a candle, and there was a whole bunch of stuff in that one. That was a good fun video to shoot. Mm, can I say whatever that says? I don't think I could pronounce it, and I have a feeling it's gonna make me look like a douchebag. So I'll pass on that one. But appreciate you. What do I launch with my slingshots? Hmm. Well, usually bearings, very rarely around 8 millimeter or 9.5, sometimes 11 millimeter. So it's a thick, heavy, crazy, may cause a lot of destruction. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes clay ammo, which is very, very rare. I don't know, I'm a little paranoid about clay, so I don't shoot it very often. But yeah, thanks, Shades. It's always good to see you too, brother. The Sling Dan, what's going on, Ben? How you doing, brother? I've tried uh, I've tried frameless style a couple times. I have found that it's for me personally, it's possibly not worth the risk of me shooting my hands. I use my hands for work, and I don't want to destroy my fingers. Although I've probably shot some around 200 or 300 shots on a frameless, and I've never hit myself. But yeah, it's not for me. Hey, where'd you go here? Somebody asked me about an unboxing. Can I do some unboxes of products? Yes, I can. Um, it's quite possible I'm going to receive two slingshots today from Prime 4 Catapults, which I may do an unboxing for. We'll probably band them up, and then there'll be some videos coming on reviews on them. Once I get a good couple of band sets through them, I'll basically know and how they feel and whatnot, and we can do that. But there will be an unboxing video. Yes. Don DeMarco, how's it going, bro? All the way from Germany. Very cool. I visited your country one time. I was in Freiburg, and what was the other town I was in? I can't remember the name of the town I was in, but they had this festival there, and they basically lit all these wagons on fire, and they rolled them through the town. It was the most insane and coolest thing I've seen, pretty much in the top three of my whole life. It was a really a really cool experience, and I really enjoyed the people there. It was a fantastic country. Can I please present my slingshots? I've got a few here lying around. I guess I can show you. I was gonna do a video real quick with the Cygnus. I've got the Bold here. Now I did a review on this guy a while back. This is the Cygnus Bold. I really liked the slingshot, the grip, very comfortable, very stable, shot really well. But I had a problem with the clips. They had a sight on the clips, and you could see it's actually, I don't know if I could show you this. This used to have a fiber optic piece that was on here, but it came up too high and it came up too wide. And I've kind of been working on sanding it down and getting it smaller, closer to the size that I like, which is no sight at all. I like my corners as sharp as can be. So when I'm looking down there, I can really put a little point on whatever it is that I'm trying to aim at and take it out. So there's that one. And I did bust out this one, which is one of my all-time favorite slingshots of all time. It's the Cygnus from Prime Fork. This is a custom that I had done with red G10 and carbon fiber with the ATO colors. Absolutely love this slingshot. And on this guy here, I've got some .65 what is it? South Wales caddies on here, or 0.6, sorry, 0.6 South Wales caddies. Great elastic, great slingshot, fantastic. But anyway, I got a whole bunch around here, and I think maybe one day soon I'll do a run through of my collection, and we'll chat about what I got going on. But I'm not going to get into that today. Has my boy had a good start of the year this year wrestling? But yeah, not bad. He was out at a tournament yesterday. He got silver. He actually lost to a guy he beat just after Christmas this year. The guy really wanted that, really wanted that match back, and he came out flying. It was incredible. I think he caught my boy by surprise, but it's okay. He still had a good outing. He fought a good fight, and that was that. So can't really complain too much about that. As win or lose, as long as you're going at it 100%, you can never be ashamed of what you've done. There's going to be people that are going to be better than you from time to time, and you just have to hit the gym, get in more practice, and try to learn more. And anyway, you'll catch up, and that's what he's going to do. But we'll see what's going on. He's got nationals this year, and he's got provincials, so we'll see how it all turns out. Provincials first, I think, then nationals. Actually, since we're talking about that, the nationals is kind of horseshit. You got to pay for the tournament. You got to pay for parking at the tournament, and you got to pay an extra $160 just to have a safety course online that you don't even have to pass a test or get a certification for. You just have to pay this $160 where somebody yaps some bullshit at you and then move on. It's kind of a cash grab, but it's a very important tournament, and it'll go on to his record on track wrestling. So that's that. Flat bands for me work best for frameless. I've actually tried flat bands on frameless, and I had better luck with flat bands than I did with tubes. Tubes scare the hell out of me for some reason. Yeah. I was a bus driver in Freiburg for 5. Oh wow, very cool. Yeah, I had a lot of fun when I was down there it was 2001, just before the Euro came in. We were down there on vacation. I was actually staying in Basel, Switzerland. We stayed there for my glasses are pissing me off today. Um, yeah, we actually stayed there for a week. I did a whole bunch of touring around from Switzerland, Germany, and France. Had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Um, some of the food that we had was fantastic. It was actually funny. I'm going to tell you a quick story about this. We were in this German town. We were eating we were eating some. We decided to stop and get some food, and there's no shortage of places to get beer there, which is fantastic because the beer is off the hook. But we were stopping off at just touring Freiburg and checking a few places out, and then we decided to hit this other town, and we found this old. It was kind of like a vineyard. There was we ended up going down to this farm where my buddy Andreas knew there was a really great place. They had a farm. They had animals on the farm, and they took those animals and used them in the restaurant. So it was like super super fresh, super high quality, delicious food. And I'd gone there, and we went downstairs into the basement, and when you got in there, you're kind of like, when I'm saying a restaurant, I want to be clear. I mean, they were basically like picnic tables with movable benches that everyone was sitting on. The decor inside of it was almost like an old wine cellar. It was very very old building, probably somewhere near 1,000 years old, maybe more. Walking through the front frame of the front door, the walls were about a meter thick of stone. It was an amazing place. Went downstairs into the basement, and for those of you guys who know, who've been in Europe, um, when you're trying to get a glass of water, if you ask for water, they usually give you sparkling water, which is like carbonated water that we have here. And I had been pretty much drinking beer and carbonated water for about 4 or 5 days straight, and I just wanted a regular glass of water. So I'm sitting down in this wine cellar, and this old woman comes up to me and she says, "What can I get you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'd like a schnitzel plate with they had like this beautiful sourdough bread that they were putting on the tables, and they had these pretzels that they had on these little tea things on the table." And she asked me if I wanted a wine or a beer, and I said no. I would just like to have a glass of water. And she's like, sparkling water? I said, no, no, just regular Wasserplat. I said to her, just plain ass regular water. She looks at me, leans in, she says, no, no, no. No Wasser, Wein. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, Andreas, can you help me out here, buddy? Like, I just want a glass of fucking water. That's all I want. Can you please? He's like, dude, she's 92 years old and walks 3 miles to come to work every day to serve people like this. She drinks wine all the time. She might she might be onto something. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Just give me a glass of wine. So I ended up drinking like 2 or 3 glasses of wine for dinner, had a fantastic time, and went back to the back to the apartment later that day and relaxed. But my God, the food was fantastic. But you got a 90-year-old woman telling you screw water, drink wine, and she's walking to work 3 kilometers every single day and just working a farm. I mean, you gotta give that woman props. She might be onto something. I'm from Egypt. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Would be cool to go to Wales and shoot with Benji, Aaron, and Dan. Tell me about it, man. I would love to go to the UK. Actually, I have some family in Scotland, so my wife's family's out in Scotland, so it would be great to head on out there. Visit the family over there, and then possibly figure out an extra week where I can just go from like town to town and meet up with a whole bunch of people that are over there. I just love to shake a whole bunch of hands and possibly have a pint with all of you guys. Do I know how many slingshots I have off the top of my head? I have no idea. I think the last time I checked, it was like 60 or 65 or something. I've given a lot away, and there's some of them I've kept, and there's some more I got to get rid of. Actually, they're just kind of hanging around at this point, and I never ever shoot them anymore. I've got some of my that are in my forever collection, which is like I'm kind of I want to shoot that one, but not that I've given away quite a few. So yeah. Hey, Hillbilly Slings, how's it going, buddy? Good morning. What's the one frame I'll never get rid of? Titan Hunter. I know you said one, two, Cygnus. Those two frames are fantastic. Actually, I know you said one, but I'm going to give you three. My custom Beagle from Prime Fork. I love that frame. But my Titan Hunter, my Beagle, man, no way. You should never have to pay for things like nationals. Everyone should be financially be able to enter. Agreed, 100%. You want to hear screwed up? My son's coach, his son went to Albania this year for the Worlds. Okay, he had to pay his own plane ticket to fly down there. $3,000 to hop on a plane from Canada, go to Albania, compete, and fly back home. Representing our country in the Worlds. Got no aid at all. Nothing. Zero. No sponsorships. No nothing from his freaking club. Nothing. And they wonder why, when it comes down to putting a good thing on, having a big showing in the Olympics or anything like this, you've got guys, countries that dump all kinds of cash. I mean, you look at Cuba. Cuba was a pretty poor country, didn't have that much money, but every time they showed up to the Olympics, they've done pretty well for the amount of people they have and all this stuff. Now, just think about this for a second. Oh, you're going to be an athlete? We're going to make sure you get what you need to be as best as you can. Now, I'm not saying that Canada should be doing that with their athletes, because in the end, I would much rather have somebody that's super educated that's going to actually do something that's good for the country besides coming home with a medal and then be forgotten about in 10 years. Okay, but on the same side, it's still important when you actually have people showing or trying real hard for excellence in anything they do. This is extremely important, because when I see somebody online doing something excellent, I want to try to do something excellent. It's inspiring. It's important. It's important for our youth. It's important for drive. It's important for all these things. They don't give a shit. They'd rather give our money to all kinds of other things and all other countries. And I got to stay away from that part. But I'm telling you, it's just nuts. And it's a shame that a guy would go to represent the country and have to figure out how the hell he's going to get there, where he's going to stay, handle all this stuff for himself, and pay his own way out of his own pocket to go compete for our country. It's kind of sad. Hey, good morning, Mikey. Hey, how's it going, Crudy? Crudel? What's going on? Thanks, T-Rex. Appreciate you, brother. Autumn, how's it going? Jack, morning, bro. Autumn, what's your friend's name? Autumn's friend, happy birthday. Charles Smith says, those tips you gave me for missing the target low has made a lot of difference. I still need a lot more practice, but we all do, bro. Great channel you have for seasoned shooters and for newbies. Oh man, I appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, and hopefully, whatever it is I'm putting out will help other people shorten the curve that I had to go figure out all by myself. Yeah, quick shout out to Jace Bonchuk. Hillbilly Slings, what did I miss, bro? Guess what was for you? Jace, I'm from Canada. What band you use for shooting? I think TheraBand is best for butterfly style and inexpensive than other bands, but I want to try latex for next month. Well, I use well, I was a solely a Gongchi white guy with a Sniper Sling yellow guy, which are two fantastic elastics. And Omega Slings just tossed in the electric white, which is another beautiful elastic that I just can't seem to get enough of. So those are my top three, in case you're wondering. And also, South Wales Caddies also makes a great elastic. 0.55 is one of my favorites. I definitely take the time to meet you, buddy. Shades, you're my man. Oh, oh, this is great. I'm Scott Lamarck. Be sure to give me a shout out if you ever travel over. We can shoot, drink beer, and eat haggis. I am down, especially if you could throw in a couple of Scotch eggs, deep fried Mars bar, and I wouldn't mind having a bridie or two, and let's say a Scotch pie. We're gonna get our eat on, bro. Fish and chips. Got to try it over on the other side of the pond. Hey, Mike, how's it going, bro? Duck down. That, Mikey, that's sick. Are you on OnlyFans? No, but I'm pretty sure Slingshot Tony is. The only thing he's wearing is his eye patch. What is my experience with slingshot or hunting animals? I've gone hunting with rifles before, and I've gone hunting with a bow before, but I cannot hunt with a slingshot in my area. I have to go to Ontario, and to do this because I'm an out of province guy, it's quite expensive for me to buy all the permits. And last year, I had it all planned out. Everything was working. It was gonna happen. And when I went to go drive out there to go to the land that I had was gone. I did have a subscriber offer me to come out in his neck of the woods out in Ontario to go check it out, but it was like a good 8 or 10 hour drive, which has its complications. But especially with my Volkswagen blowing up this year, that could have happened. But I was having car problems and everything just went to crap. So that's it. What's up, Texan? I think I got the money to start those. Yeah. Texan by birth, rebel by choice. Love it. What's up, Dave? Good morning from Australia. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, yeah, that's true, eh? I look like your dad. I'm pretty sure it's not. July, but didn't get. Would be the Humber Pig from Leighton Caddies. Oh, wow. This is a slingshot, bro. Yeah, it's out of control. I've got quite a few people watching today. This is pretty badass. 79, holy smokes. It's out of control. Truck potato cakes. Don't worry about it, bro. If I end up making it down there, I'll definitely bring my waterproof. Just got the 5.5 Southwell Caddies. Haven't tried it yet. Great stuff. Got plenty of zip. Plenty of zip. Oh, wow. Hey, it's out of control. I think you're ahead of me. I think you're ahead of me, T-Rex. 104. I only got 92 going on here. I got people coming in and out all the time here. Do I still shoot the S90? Yeah, actually, this one here is the S90. I've got right here. It's a great frame. It's an absolutely great frame. I like the S90. I think I prefer the tips though on the Companion and the Titan Hunter. I prefer the square tip than the little tapered out tips. What's up, Gracie? What's up, Sophie? Say Bombacloud if you see me. Nice one. Yeah. Yeah. So I was kind of thinking about having a fun little, I guess like a series. It would be like short videos, kind of like the Fun Shot Fridays or the 10 Shot Tuesdays that I was doing before. But it's kind of be like ATO meets Demo Ranch. I want to blow some shit up. I don't know. I don't know if it should be if it'll be fun or not. But let's see what goes on with that. It might be some fun. And I can actually get you guys to to vote on things that we can try to destroy with a slingshot, and we'll go from there. And it'll probably end up starting in spring or early summer, and we'll see how it goes. Because I would prefer to do that out in the woods than here. Just make sure I pick up all my garbage after. Octo, what's going on? S90 is fantastic. Waiting for the skeletons to come in and try them. What's this about slingshots? Yep, we do a lot of slingshot shooting, camping, just talking shit. That's what we do. Avocado. Someone's template is a must if you found your taper. Yep, I agree with Mikey here 100%. I've got a whole bunch of them here in a whole bunch of different tapers. I've got 18 to 12, 22 to 12, 24 to 12, 25 to 15, 20, 25 20, and 27 18. Got a good collection of them. ATO, does it mess with your aim because of the tips? The S90, or is that what you're asking me about, Tuck Down? Yeah. I find because it's off to a slant, when I pull my band, let me see if I can show you. I got some stanky bands on here too. It's gonna be what's the right one? Yeah. So when I pull on them, because they're kind of tapered, I tend to get this little thing that pops up there. It's a little bastard that blocks my view. It pops up and it causes me all kinds of issues. I don't, I like it, shoots great, but I'd always have to drop my band width down so it doesn't pop up at the top. I much prefer the straight tips like this one. See how they kind of go straight, and it gives me a much better point to aim off of. Where are we here? There we go. Boop. See, I've got that little sharp point. If I want to drop that right on my pupil, I can do it. And anyway, I prefer the squares, but I mean, really, everyone's just gonna have to try it out and see what they prefer or not. And that's it, I guess. But I prefer the Titan Hunter to the Titan Hunter S90 or the S90, whatever you want to call it. Bring the boom mark. I'm gonna do what I can. I'll do what I can. I think it might be a little bit fun. We can you know bust some cans of pressure cans, eggs, fruit. I would love to see how many eggs in a row it would take to stop 8 mil steel. But I mean, there's lots of things we could do for fun. Get some slow mo camera going on and all that stuff. What's the matter, typical? What's going on, bro? Hey, thanks, Kiki. I appreciate the support. 22 to 12 is my fave, Krudel says. I like 22 to 12 too. 24 to 12, I find I get better speed out of. Um, but I get better longevity out of 22-12, and it's a lighter draw, which makes me more accurate. Do I still make hot sauce? I absolutely do, sir. I absolutely do. We've got a whole bunch of different kinds. I've got a Caribbean style, which was probably our first one we started making about 20, 25 years ago. And over the last couple of years, we added a few different flavors. I got Punishing Pineapple. We got Blazing Blueberry. We've got Mango Madness. And we've got the Raging Reaper. All of them have habaneros as the base. And then we kick them up with about 100. There's about one Reaper pepper per jar when we're done. If you can imagine that. It's hot as hell, but there's still flavor, and that's the key. Delicious stuff. I'm not a fan of aiming points. So basically, you shoot T-Rex, right? So I'm not a fan of aiming points. So basically, are you talking about the sights on the tips, or are you just talking about using aiming points? Period, like not shooting off the fork tip or anything like this, and you just shoot instinctive, for example. Oh, interesting. So Hillbilly Sling said I had a hell of a time aiming the S90. So I got a sight for it and figured it out. Took it off, and it was all good. Interesting. Yeah, me too. So T-Rex writes, I prefer a clean tip of the frame. And me 100% too. Nice, really sharp. Actually, just to bring this up here. This is the Axiom X. And the Axiom X came with fork tips. You see that there with one of those little things, and those what do you call them? those light, anyway, one of those fancy glowing things there. Those somebody help me out. What the hell you call them? Anyway, what I ended up doing, because I didn't like having these things in my way or glowing or having as a distraction, I took these two off. You can see I got one here too, right? I took these off and I swapped them like this. So now when I'm shooting off there, the Axiom X has a very nice point to shoot right off the corner. It's a lot of fun, and actually it aims quite good now. I really don't like the fiber optics. Thank you. There it is. I really like those fiber optic. I don't like those fiber optic sights. I find they're just a distraction. Some people love them, but if it works for you, then keep going for it. But for me, it's an absolute nope. Ah, thanks, Typical. I appreciate you, man. Oh, that I can't do, bro. Hot sauce, what the hell? Put up some recipes. That I can't do. I can't put up any recipes. Those are top secret, and those were many years in the making. We hit the lab on those things and went crazy on those things. But if you guys ever want to see what we got going on, you could always check us out on Facebook. Our brand is called West Island Fire. It all started off in the West Island of Montreal, and boom, there it is. We got a nice cult following, and a lot of people love our stuff now, which is pretty cool. Nice. I have to make a video about how I tie my pouches. Mark, no joke. I did some serious testing for so long and had a few epiphanies. And I think I should share. You should do a video on that. I'd like to see what your take is on that, man. You got it, bro. Sling Den. Hey, Mark, shoot me a message after the live. I want to get some of your hot sauce from you. I love this stuff. Plus, I have a pretty sweet idea for a video. Done deal, brother. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Yes, the site's not a fan. We missed you last night, Benji. What's my opinion on the Cleaver Pro? I have no opinion because I've only seen it in a picture. I've never tried it. Typically, you're the best, man. I had one band set for 6 months. I swear that I put the same pouch on new bands and the pouch ripped. Holy smokes. My goat slingshot is the OG torque. Yeah, I've seen you shooting those, Mike. You got a nice collection of those, eh? Scout X. Even cut off the fiber holder. Super clean tip. Yeah, it's the way to go. Axiom X always makes me shoot to the left. Yep. I would definitely take those two little clips, swap them back to back. They fit perfectly either side once you've swapped them. Not an issue. And problem solved, man. It's the way to go. Reference point is good for nighttime. No torch. Yep. Hava, how's it going? I'm pretty much distinctive right now. Anyways, I need my aiming eyeball replaced. Cataracts. Yeah, I had the same thing too, dude. That's why I got to wear these ugly, stupid glasses here when I'm chatting with you guys, because I had cataract surgery too when I was, man, I think I was like 44 or something like that. But like right now, I could see a big pink round ball kind of wobbling around here a little bit, but I can't read anything that's on there. But I could see a mosquito's pecker from 100 meters away now, which is just crazy. So it's actually, I had to adjust my shooting a little bit because before I couldn't see far, but I could see close. And after I had my surgery done, the doc was like, "Yeah, we can give you different lenses inside your eyes, and it's going to make everything cool." So it was $3,000 per eye plus $3,000 clinics, and you'll be able to see far, and you'll see everything within 3 to 4 feet in front of your face. So I've got these little midget arms, so even if I'm trying to reach out, I couldn't do anything with it. So it was a disaster. So I said, okay, forget it. Let's see what else we can do. And anyway, we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I got the regular one, so now anything within 6 feet is a disaster with these little short arms of me. So I have to wear these glasses, otherwise I put you all the way back there, and then anyway, it's a mess. Sure, you can have a shout out, Summer. Hope you have a great day, Summer Jane. It's about the lightest weight materials, and then the ties protect the vulnerable area. Interesting. Thanks, ATO, including the OG torque you sent me. Who else opens the portal to another dimension in their catchbox? I wish I could. Yeah, I'm kind of real. I try to be anyway. Hi, I'm your Turkish fan. How you doing, my friend? Can I say Mela? I guess. Don't know what that means. Chuck and Steel, what's going on, bro? The boys. Just people chatting, buddy. Just people chatting. Yep, my forks are blurry. Yeah, I had the same thing, dude. Once they get that fixed, though, you're gonna realize how much you were actually missing um, over the last couple of years. It seems like the eyesight started to drop. Let me know actually if you had this issue, Shades. When I had when I started having my problems, I would leave here early in the morning to go to work, and it was dark outside. But whenever oncoming traffic would come and shine into my eye would turn completely white. I couldn't see a thing because of the cataract, and it got pretty dangerous, and I had no choice at that point but to make a difference. Can we be friends? Not going to lie, I don't have much. Why not? So Fidden, how's it going, bro? Hopefully I pronounced your name correct. Maybe it was also the band Old Sniper Sling Black is so tough. I had some problems with Sniper Sling Black. Whenever I maxed it out, I really didn't get that many shots out of it. But when I did switch to a constrictor knot, I got much better shooting, so it was pretty good. Emmett, can I guess your Burger King order? Yeah, you can go right ahead, but I don't eat that shit. All right. All right. Let's solve this problem here. We got let's uh, let's do this here. Boom. See you later. Boom. See you later. How's it going, Elias? Elias Young. Shout out for Elias. Skylar, good morning. Yeah. Chuck and Steel, I gotta tell you, it's a real pain. I know in my he says my eyes have just started going. My eyes started to do it too. I was had a little bit of problem from distance, but looking close was for the longest time was fine. And it got to a point where I couldn't tie any fishing knots anymore, and I couldn't drive at night with any kind of light reflection because of the cataracts. It was a disaster. I got it way young too. You know, I've had a couple of people say I look a little bit like Will Sasso. Yeah, yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, just like me, follically challenged. I get it. Tennessee slanging, my boy. What's going on, man? Just shooting the shit over here, man. Having a good time, chatting with some people. How's it going, my shooter? I had my other eyes done a few years ago. It's like having an LED lighting in one eye and an old yellow light bulb in the other. It totally is. But you know what? When I got mine done, because I had it during COVID, right? So I guess it's 2020, yeah, around 2020. Man, every person I've ever met in my life always got one eye done first. And then after a couple of weeks, they got the other eye done. And they wanted to make sure that everything took, right? Nope. COVID, ooh, clinic time's tough now. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just tear out both of your eyes at the same time, and we're gonna cross our fingers that nothing bad happens. So yeah, that's how they did it for me. I went home, had to shut my eyes for 24 hours, and wear that stupid eye patch thing every night I went to sleep. And luckily, it all turned out. Otherwise, I'd be walking around with a cane. Wouldn't have been good. Sure, Millie. Shout out for Millie Baird. What's going on? All right, take it easy, typical. Have a good night or morning, wherever you're from. Good morning, Lone Slinger. How's it going? Lone Star Catapults, my dude. How you doing, my friend? What's up, fellas? Hope you're all doing well on this fine Sunday morning. Be Cabby Shooter. Hopefully, I got that first name right. But doing okay, buddy. And you got your shutout, man. Rooster. Need some mods with wrenches, Mark. Yeah, I do. Are you up for the task there, Crudy? Crudel, you up for the task? There you go, bro. No, mate, not that bad distance. Okay. Close is bad when I get over to text size. If yeah, I get you. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to drive into the city every single day, and I cannot stand the people there. I much prefer to be out in the middle of nowhere where the worst thing I got to worry about is bear shit, and it's got nothing to do with anything with people. You know, one time it was funny. We my wife and my son wanted to go downtown to a comic book store, and we are gonna buy my son some superhero comics and all that stuff. And we got on the metro, which is like an underground train for those of you who don't know what it is. Anyway, we're zipping around, and just the stink in that thing in the city. I got out, and I'm like, "Fuck! Can somebody please like? Do you have any hand sanitizer or whatever?" And she's literally seen me create a fire in the woods, throw my steak directly on the coals, reach into the fire and pull it out with my dirty bare hands and eat that thing with my face. No forks or knives. Do not care. But I felt dirty touching a metro pole, holding on to that thing to get to the next stop. I felt horrible. Like I wanted to, I don't know. It was disgusting. You may not have hair on the top, but you're growing a beard. Yeah, I guess. Oh, man. It's my birthday today. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Sure, Star. Happy birthday. Got my order from Omega on Friday. Time to make some frames. What was your order, Standard? I'd like to hear that. Standard Graphics. What's your order, buddy? Put it down there. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Haven't had cataracts, but I have been wearing bifocals for about 7 years. Worked out for you. I found I was getting cataracts in my 40s. That's when it started with me too. I was very young with the cataracts. My mom too. My mom actually, I got that genetics from her. I'm guessing. I got those. She got cataracts when she was like in 39, 40. She had to go get surgery when she on her 40, like just after her 40th birthday, I think it was. Yeah, it's Dukmo wrote down here. I found I was getting cataracts in my 40s. Then I was working at a haunted house attraction. And when I turned towards the black light, my eyes went opaque like yours did. It was crazy. What's my favorite color? I'm a green guy. It's so cool that people all over the world can chat about our community. Too bad trolls get in. If you need a wrench, Mark, I do it, but you need multiple. T Rex, I'm going to set you up. Hold on, bro. You're my dude. Here we go. Where are we? Add a moderator. Boom. Done deal. You're in, bro. If you accept. Some characters in your life, but I mean, yeah, I guess must mean I'm big time if people are wasting their time to harass me over here. I've been getting a lot of them too, man. The last couple lives, the last one wasn't so bad, but the one before that, holy smokes! Yep, Kai Canada's. Hmm. Benji, what's up? Yeah, I know Chuck and Steel. You had some characters going on there too, eh, buddy? You had a lot of people doing the whole spam thing. I look like the KFC guy. Come on, man. No, maybe because of the glasses though. I get it. I get it. I get it. His finger looking good. Uh yeah. All right. Metropoles are definitely disgusting. Who knows who wiped their nose and then grabbed those poles? Ah, dude, I'm telling you, man. At least a fire pit burns off some bacteria. It really does. You know what? I've actually dropped like my food on the floor, and I was like, oh crap, that's the only food I had, and I just kind of ate it with the dirt. I don't care. I don't care. But the city disgusts me, man. One time I was even on a city bus. We were sitting there. I was on my way to boxing when I was a kid, and there was this dude sitting there just leaning up against the seat looking badass with his foot in a pile of puke. It was disgusting. I hate the city. All right, bro. Cruel. Thanks, man. If you're around here, let's just stick it to anybody being rude, or just constantly posting the same bullshit, and we'll ditch them. Yeah, just make their crap disappear. Same here, double D's. I agree with you. 100% slim chats are always welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, I will be there for you, and I will be able to make money, man. Stenographics here we are. I'm kind of starting to catch up. You guys are chatting faster than I can keep up here. So he wrote Sniper Sling yellow 2 rolls, Omega white 4 rolls, rotary cutter, crystal string, cutting templates, all tools and supplies with an extra 50 at the post office today for duty. Yep. I got caught when I got my sweater. They got me for like $35, but no big deal. How do I get such an amazing mustache? It's all about the pie eating, buddy. It's all about the pie eating. The shirt should be up, Mikey. Hi, all. Enjoying the live while cleaning the caravan ready for all the upcoming shoots this year. Oh, very cool. You know what they got to do on this live? I'm getting some what do you call it? Some comments from people from different countries and different languages. Now, it would be awesome if they added a little thing where I can just touch that comment and then translate so I can be able to answer them the best I can. That would be freaking awesome. Because I've got people from all over the place that are coming on onto these lives and chatting with me, and they send a lot of nice comments that I usually try to answer later on if I can actually get back on there. But I hope they add that. Why are some bands better than others? Here's the thing, 0 bytes. I honestly believe, and this is really just my opinion of it. I don't really think some bands are better than the other and than others, but please just hear me out here. I say this because some people expect different things from their bands. Now, there's a lot of guys out there that really like shooting, say, Sniper Sling. They like it because of the speed. There's people that are out there that like BSB. They like it because of the draw. There's people out there like me who like Gong Chi, which is a slower band than it's a slower band than Sniper Sling. But I like both of those bands for different reasons. I like the Sniper Sling band, whatever that recipe is. I mean, you mentioned recipe down here in your comment. It has a slightly heavier draw, but it has more speed. The Gong Chi is a slower band, but it has one of the nicest draws I've ever felt. Now, if I'm just talking or shooting for target shooting, then yeah, that's why I like those bands. So yes, we can say some bands are better than others because for you as a shooter, it's what you prefer. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to like Falcon bands for their reasons. Some people are going to like Southwest Caddies for certain reasons. Some people are going to like Electric White for certain reasons. This all comes down to it. Now, me personally, when I'm looking for a band of any kind of elastic, what I want is the fastest speed with the lightest draw weight that I could find. If I could find those two things, I'm pretty good. shooting from 10 meters to 15 meters, as long as I'm reaching around 275 feet per second, I'm pretty good. So that makes a big difference on my aim because I've got enough tension for it to feel stable while I'm drawing back, but it's not enough to where I'm actually struggling to hold it back because then it screws up my release. So that's just my thoughts on it. So yes, there are different recipes, but are there people out there that, or are there bands out there that are really much better than other ones? It really depends on what you're looking for. Pineapple. There you go, pineapple. Hello, my Russian friend. Have I received my order yet? Nope, not yet. It should be here anytime now, I think. Our Canadian government's probably searching the package for hope, and yeah, they got to eliminate all kinds of hope from that package before they ship it off to me. Yeah, you know how it is. Right? Hope and freedom, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Well, that would be great features. Live translate genius. Ah, it would be great. It would be great. Love from Guam. Not all of that. Appreciate you, bro. But pineapple is my favorite fruit. How about that? Love pineapple. I used to sit down with my old dog Junior, and we'd eat a whole pineapple together. I would have half. He would have half. Oh wow, Facebook has that. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hi, Amy. Exactly. 1956 Willie. 4x4. Listen to what he writes here. It's whatever works for you. 100%. There's there's a recipe that you need to figure out as a shooter, and that's fork width, that's weight, that's what kind of pouch you want to use, what attachments you use. All of that stuff comes down to the shooter. What elastic? Unfortunately, it kind of sucks that there's guys like me who ended up going through like 4 or 5 slingshots before I found one that really worked for me, and that's what I did. Sniper 6.6 yellow is excellent all rounder. I agree. Fantastic elastic. Yep. Omega makes fantastic elastic. Omega point. Well, I've had the 4.5 and the 5. I've ordered. I've only tried the 0.5 so far, but I absolutely love it. I know I've mentioned it before, and I'm not saying this just because they're both my buds. I'm actually saying this because it is very similar to my Gongchi band. The draw feels very similar, and I love that band. And actually, it's my favorite band. If I had to pick one, it's probably my favorite band. I still got to do some more shooting with the Omega White, Electric White, to see where it stands in that whole thing. But I'm telling you right now, it's way up there. It's amazing bands. I use Sniper Sling Yellow. If I can get 0.6 anywhere, it'd be the same thing. What are you doing? If you ever make a video advertisement for Sling, Mark, if you ever make a video advertisement for your Sling and you need a voiceover for it, I'm your guy. Look up my demo reel if you like it. Do me a favor, Duke Mo. Send me a DM of your demo reel. I'll check it out. Short is up, JB. Speed testing. Hello. Hello, Brisk. I'm fixed on Omega bands, both green and white. I'm still waiting for my green to show up. I cannot wait. I find some bands need taper tweaking too. Could be the same size, but just adjusting a taper can change it completely. Agreed 100%. I'm actually thinking about getting another band taper jig. I'm thinking of trying it from 22 to 12 to 22 to 14. I believe it will slow down my ammo a little bit, but I think it will increase longevity a little bit. So I want to test that out. We're just sitting here chatting there, Frank. It is fun trying to figure it out. It is, as long as you're not spending tons of money trying to figure out which frames you like. That could be a damage, trouble. A lot of times, I get people asking me what would be the best slingshot to start off with, and all that stuff. And quite often, I lead them to the Scout LT. For some reason, some people think that these poly frames, something like, do I have anything lying around here? Something like this guy. That these are cheap and all that stuff. Totally not true. If you could shoot with this, buying the exact same frame in a custom isn't going to make you shoot any better. It's the same thing. So really, when it comes down to it, I usually send people or I'll tell people to buy the Scout LT. Now, the reason why I do this is because the Scout LT is probably it's a very well-made frame. It's durable. It'll take some forkits. It has some options where you can shoot over the top or whatever. And that said, I think somebody just starting out will make that mistake where I want to have a nice slingshot, so they're going to spend a crap ton of money. But then you can go out and take a couple shots with it and frame hit it and damage it where you're not able to shoot it anymore. And that's heartbreaking. It's better to start off with something that's going to be more on the durable side, and you'll be able to get better shots through. Now, when I did this, I believe this is the Wendigo. When I did the review on this guy, I did some shooting with it outside, and I put an absolute ass whooping on that pheasant head. I hit it over and over and over and over and over again. It's a fantastic little frame. Got this guy from Smoke. It's a fantastic frame. It shoots great. The design of it's great all the way around. It's a great frame. So if you have the budget to spend the $20 on something like that, do it. If you want to go and spend $150, $200, $300 on a slingshot, really, to get into the sport and shoot and start out and work out all the problems, just go with one of those. Once you get used to doing those, actually, I believe the boys over at Straws and Slings, or the Leighton guys, they sell all these things with clips now, so you don't even have to tie them on the way you have to with these. It's a win. It's a win, guys. A beer? I wouldn't touch that one with a 10-foot pole, my friend. I can't wait to try Omega Bands. May get converted. Yeah, I think you might. It's really good stuff. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'll be. I believe the Leighton guys are going to be selling that stuff. They're going to be carrying it over there. What's my job? I'm a purchaser for a steel company for the maintenance department. Hey, Roland, how's it going, buddy? Corey, how you doing? Can I clap, please? (23-13) is a great taper. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, I remember Chuck and Steel. Chuck and he had Jordan send me those back in the day. I got the Wendigo and the Rougarou, both of them fantastic frames. Yeah, Tennessee. You know what? You can't beat the Wendigo. It's my favorite design to date. I was hoping to get a custom version of the Wendigo, but after shooting the Spitfire that Chuck and Steel sent me, I'm not sure which one I'm going to get now. I really like the Spitfire. Thanks, bro. Clips are sweet. They prevent shame to the unforbidden kingdom. I'm relatively new to slingshots, but I love Wasp Enzo and its ability to go from OTT to TFF after a lot of changing settled to OTT. You know what? And actually, the Wasp Enzo is the other one that I tend to say you should definitely try it out if you're new to slinging. The the Enzo and the Scout LT are probably some of the best slingshots to get into if you're just starting out and you want to have something that's going to be aesthetically pleasing. Getting into that whole range. Yeah, I'm thinking. Roland says, "I'm good, bro. Nice to see you live again." I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing this, doing a Sunday morning coffee thing on the regular. I'm having a lot of fun doing these things. Big buck hunter, nice beard. Thanks, bro. I've been. I used to actually grow a real big monster of a beard, but they started getting pissed off at me at work. Said I look like a caveman. But when I was going out ace fishing all the time, I was going out every single weekend, spending hours in 30 degree, minus 30 degree weather. The beard came in handy. I just kept on catching it in my zipper of my coat. It's a pain in the ass. Is there a card knockdown game I can play with a slingshot? Probably. I mean, there's something to figure it out there, I guess, to figure out how to do it. But I've cut cards many times on my channel before, cutting them in half and whatnot. It's fun. Like knock five down. Your hand. Oh, maybe. Chuck and Steel says, "Thanks, Mark. The Spitfire is my favorite." I'm gonna tell you something, JB. I picked up that slingshot when you sent it to me. You sent me that one in the 701, I think it was. I banded up the 701, went out and shot it. Very nice. Took me 2 or 3 shots to get on target. The very next day, I went out and I was shooting that 30 mil flipper. You know that one that's on my just off my deck there, that little blue one against the fence. And my first 5 shots were 5 hits, dead center. And I'm still kind of baffled about it. I'm trying to figure out what it is what it is about that frame that just kind of zoomed in with my form. But it was, man, I couldn't believe it. It's a special slingshot, that one. It's a really great design. What's a good slingshot for under 20 bucks? Well, we were just chatting about that. This here is called the Wendigo, and I believe they have these over at Omega Slings. Um, it's a fantastic slingshot. Shoots great. It's cheap. It's durable. It'll take a whooping. The only thing I will say about is these style of frames, these materials, they can feel a little bit slippery sometimes, and I just put Meditape on it, and that's it. Being up in Canada for years, I used to put on hockey tape. Hockey tape gets a little sticky and it's annoying, but the Meditape works great. And it's this stuff here. This is the I think it's called Meditape or something like that. But this stuff is great. This is the PPMG, one of them. I can't remember which model it is, but the Meditape will take care of business for you. It'll keep it from being slippery. Drop that pouch. It'll keep it from being slippery, and it'll give you a good grip, shoot nice. Nope, no. Any one of those Chuck of Steel's designs is coming out of a wizard's brain, and he knows what he likes and what will work. So that's the way to go. You know what, Mark? I've got he wrote, I love Tim Henry's made Spitfire. I actually have one of Tim's, I think it's a Falcon, he called it. It's a beautiful little frame. I got it on a trade. I sent him something, and he sent me that guy. Went out and did some shooting with it, and I pull it out on a regular basis. It's a nice slingshot. This is fun. Nice to hear other people's thoughts in the chat. That's what it's all about, buddy. That's what it's all about. Simon, how you doing, bro? I slapped the shit out of my shadow because it was following me. Yeah, been there, bro. Been there. I started a coffee and catapult thing on live. Then life got in the way. Yeah, I know it's kind of tough, man. I actually wasn't planning on doing a live this morning. I just finished cleaning up a mess that my dog made, and I was figuring just chilling today, taking it easy before I got into my workout. And then anyway, that was that. Then Rex sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, dude, you doing live today?" I'm like, "Ah, you convinced me. Let's do it." So throw a thumbs up or a high five towards Rex. He's the one that got all this started here. Hi, what's your name? My name is Mark. Yeah, T Rex, big buck. Go to OmegaSlings USA.com. They got all kinds of good cheap slingshots on there, and they'll go all the way up to the quality that you think you want to get. Not only that, but they're two owners of that company, Chuck and Steele and Mikey, awesome dudes. And anyway, you'll enjoy the site. Check it out. I believe. I believe it's the way the forks are below center on the Spitfire that makes it magic. You might be right. My Beagle's an asymmetrical frame, and so is the Venator from Wasp, and I really like both those frames. Lone Star Slinger writes the Wasp FTC holds nice. It does, but for me, that one's a little bit smaller. Small for me. I would need a little bit of a chunkier frame. Logan the Big Fat Monkey 2.0 Eggman. hmm It's easier to go live than spend time recording sometimes. It is. I mean, just to give you an idea, when I do some of my videos, let's say it's just one in the backyard, typical video just to record, like a 10 shot Tuesday video is usually somewhere an hour and a half to 2 hours. Where I, or the 10 shot Tuesdays are fast. Those are just one quick shot. It's usually maybe a 10 or 15-minute video. But if I'm doing anything that requires a review or uh, or a troubleshoot or anything like this, it actually takes it actually takes me some, like somewhere around 2 and 3 hours to do the video, and sometimes around 3 to 4 hours to edit it and upload it, and then all the other stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Liam Matthew, how you doing, bro? Stop being sad. FTC is absolutely stunning to hold. Later, I'm with you on that one. Just noticed that you're alive. Keep him well, I hope. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Brian. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Name a car for an edit. Toyota Corolla. How about that? Hard to shoot live though. It can be. It's kind of funny, you know. Um, Back before all hell broke loose, I was doing a lot of the on the a lot of live shooting on the Grizzly catapult team group, and I would practice stuff and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this." Camera goes on, shit the bed on it. I couldn't believe it. It was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy. I had one in the warm up where I was shooting a 30 mil flipper or a 2.5 millimeter flipper from Wasp, and I hit that thing. I think it was like 20 times or 22 times. It was a personal record for me. 22 times or 24 times or something like that. I can't remember, but it was just like I was hitting it and it just kept spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And then I get on like set the camera up, got that stupid mirror thing going, went back to the line, shot, and I hit 4 out of 10. I was so mad. All right, see you later, buddy. Boom. Yeah, just got rid of another one. Couldn't spend that time long filming and recording. Haven't got the patience and the shows of my videos. I don't know, man. It can't be that bad. Man, the way it looks, the hole's unreal. I have some big meat hooks, but that frame is awesome. Which one? The Corolla? I just got one. I got one to replace my Volkswagen that absolutely blew up on me. I'll never get a Volkswagen again. Oh, Cobra King. See you later, buddy. Melon, doing great. How are you? Hi, Ollie. UFC Life. How are you today? Doing good, doing good. How are you getting on the electric white? I'm doing well. I love it. It's fantastic. I've only got 2 shooting sessions under my belt with it so far. But I'm going to be doing some more shooting with it today. And I tell you this, it's really up there. It's probably in my top 3 or top 4 for sure at this point, and it's still got some way to go, but it's great, great elastic. Crudel, don't worry about it, bro. When we start the real Omega team, bet your butt Mark will be. Oh, I hope so, dude. Yeah, I would proudly march around with my Omega gang colors on. I haven't tried that one yet, the Aries, and I'm there's so many, man. There's so many. I gotta get my hands on some. Glass bottles, yeah, they're a pain to break up. Yeah, you know what? I probably won't do the glass, especially if I'm out in the woods. I know I can put down a tarp or whatever it is, but hauling that in and out of there, I wouldn't want to be falling on that stuff in case something happens. Maggie Jones, ask your question. I finally got a roll of 100% on the way. Zero point 0.5 is now white. Really? Have you tried the white? Nope. I have. I have the old green right here. I have the new pink right here. But I have not tried the white. We're going to have to give those a try and see how they go. Hey, Tuckdown, here's a question for you. Actually, everybody listening here, I have a question for you. When they change the colors of the ink, do you find that it causes an issue or changes the bands at all? I want to do a test with the green and the pink. And now I guess we'll have to try the white. But I want to cut them the exact same taper, the exact same length, with the exact same pouch, put them on, and I want to test all the draw weights and see if it makes a difference. My favorite stainless steel is a Ruger. Yeah, the Ruger is real nice. I have a bit of pink left, but it's now white. Oh, come back here, you. The website has been updated and is now easier to pay and complete orders. Are we talking about the website over at Slingshot Place? Yeah, you know what, Brian? I'm actually concerned about that it is going to change the way they shoot. I really enjoyed the Green 100% back in the day. It was one of my favorite bands of all time. Um, man, I don't want to get into this conversation. Yeah, a lot of difference in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and test those and see what the deal is here. I think and feel sometimes it makes them a tad stiffer. I think you might be right. Yeah, uh, I will. Anyway, Roland, if you want to know my thoughts on that, I'll send me a DM and I'll fill you in on my thoughts on that. But I'm not gonna say it here. But it is good that they've updated their website. It's time. It was a bit of a disaster for many years. I don't know if the ink slows it down, but I have found that, for example, black bands for some reason seem to be better in the cold. Um, Green bands seem to be a little bit on the faster side for whatever reason. But the draw weights tend to be a little heavier, just like black bands tend to be a little bit heavier in the draw weight. I don't know if it's for sure the ink or if it's a recipe that changes along with the ink or anything like this, but definitely the I'm curious to see how much difference the ink makes because I'm kind of leaning on the side that it actually does. Yeah, I know with the Falcon, Tennessee writes here, look at the Falcon latex, the white, yellow, and the red shoot totally different than different from each other. True, but we don't know for sure if they've changed the recipe at all or not. Indranil, am I from the UK? Nope, I'm from Canada. Depending on the color too, yeah. Ah, he's perfect. Chuck and Steel, my man. Dude, our bands are exact same recipe, except for the two inks, and the green and the white are completely different. Can't wait to test this out. The River Harvest makes a difference too. Nathan Masters has a super secret time of year that his is harvested. Oh, interesting. What are we talking about? We're talking about slingshots and all kinds of other crap that happens to hit the hip happens to hit the chat here. Yep, this is just a chat with friends. So welcome aboard there, H Blondie. It will be a great idea to see how much they differ. It would be. It's kind of interesting to see because I do know in respect with the 100% green 0.5. When I did the review on that, I believe I was getting with maxed out bands 315 feet per second. This is off the top of my head. They were the second fastest band that I had tested up to that date. Um, so it's pretty interesting to see if the pink is going to match that speed and then later on the white. So I can see that being an issue, especially for people like me. Like once I find something I like, I don't like to mess with it. I want to keep on shooting the same way all the time. And people start messing around with their recipes and start changing things. It pisses me off. And this is why I went away from GZK Green back in the day. The GZK Green point 0.5 that I first had a stretch of only 5.5. The next band set that I got for them had a stretch of almost 7 times. So I don't know, it completely changed and I was getting odd breaks and all kinds of things. So something had changed for sure. Yeah, you see here, Tucktown Slinging. Back in the day, I used to actually prefer the orange to the GZK green because the GZK orange was a lighter draw than the green. And they changed the recipe of the green to where the elongation used to be only 5.5. And now it's much, much longer and much, much lighter. And I think a lot of people were complaining about the odd random breaks that they used to get in that band. And then they changed the recipe um, and made it much more stretchy. But this is actually the time what he's talking about here, like the Jesus green and orange. The orange is stiffer. It was actually the opposite back in the day. Waiting on the green 0.45 to test them. There's a certain recipe for latex that finding the colors that works the best with it. Old Jeezy Gray Green, where did you go? Dude, that's awesome. I never imagined you made salsas. Yeah, man. You know what, Lone Star? Hit me up with a DM. I'm gonna send you something. That's the only one waiting. Is that the amount of ink used that changes the viscosity of the rubber? I don't know. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see what the difference is and how that chemically changes the latex. It would be very interesting to see the science behind that. Actually, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things that I don't think I would be able to to figure out in the backyard with all my crazy stuff that I do. Mr. ATO Mark, do you shoot 8mm for distance? Yes, I do. I shoot 8mm from anywhere from 10 to 20. I've done some shooting in the backyard when I was right in the parking lot, all the way to the back fence, which is 30 meters long, and shot fine for me. Ah, interesting. Robert right here, he's like, I paint cars for a living, and pigments and toners play a big part in paint characteristics, as I feel it does with latex characteristics. I think you're right, man. I really do. I just want to announce, guys, I get my first ever dog in the next week. I'm so excited. I had to say, oh, congratulations, dude. I gotta tell you, I know I've told you guys this 1,000 times. I've had dogs my whole life. I've had some German Shepherds, Shepherd mixes, Golden Retriever, this other mix of just about everything. The one thing I will say though is I've had two purebred dogs in my life. Now breeders are going to tell you that if you get purebred dogs, they're much more healthier and all this stuff, which I call bullshit on. I've had many mixed breeds that have had absolutely no issues at all their whole life. Nothing with the joints, nothing with anything, no weird crap with allergies or anything like that. But my two purebred dogs did. Both of them had hip dysplasia, and we had to have them operated. Cost a fortune. So that said, when anyone's trying to tell you not to get mixed breed dogs, always get a purebred dog, all that stuff, it's a lot of horseshit. If you're just looking for a pet, who cares? Get a pet. They're gonna love the hell out of you, and you'll never look back. Dogs are a man's best friend, 100%. Any info on crossing borders with slingshot gear, driving to Mexico from Canada? Bro, no idea, man. I have no idea. I don't even know if I can drive in the United States with a slingshot. I would imagine I could. Not an issue. We used to go into the U.S. to shoot in Vermont back in the day with firearms, but we had all the permits and they were like high fiving us through the door. But so many things have changed since 9/11. I mean, Canadians now need passports to go to the United States. It was never an issue before, so I really don't know. You probably have to call them and say, "What's up? Is everything good?" You don't want to get stuck there and have some guy putting on the rubber glove, checking your ass for ammo. You know what I mean? Yep, I'm the same. Once I found, I tried to stick to it. I used to shoot precise, but it had been about a year since I shot it last. Yeah, precise makes some good bands. I mean, .65 precise was probably one of my favorites for years. I really liked that, or for at least a year, I shot that. I really liked that stuff. Hello, everyone. Heck yeah, Roland. That's awesome. Did you guys call him Archie? Oh, that's an awesome name, dude. Archie. That's a good name. What kind of pup did he get, Roland? Maya or Mia? Hopefully I got it right. Does point .5 pink have the same elongation as the green? I'm thinking of getting a .55 on pink. I really have to test it out and see. I got to check it out. I haven't done a real comparison on the two things yet. You could call him Lone Slinger. I got two Heinz 57 dogs, and they are both really good dogs. Agreed. The dog I have now is an Australian Shepherd, Poodle, and Lab mix. He's a character. He's a character. That dog. Overbreeding to get the shape and better price. Yep. Actually, here's an interesting thing that the shade says here, because if you look at the German Shepherds way back, let's go back 50, 60 years, their bodies were straight, built like athletes, and through overbreeding, you see how their asses end, their bodies would be like a good shaped dog, and then their asses started to dip down and lower, and their back feet started turning out. Not good. Not good at all. I got a mini poodle that just converted my wife to dog people. Oh, they'll do that, man. They will do that, bro. It's a chalky, tiny little thing. When do you use point .5 over point .6? Basically, what I do in warm weather, point .5 is plenty for 8 millimeter steel. And if I really mess with my tapers, I can shoot 9.5, good enough for target shooting with point .5. Don't really need to do that. So for the most part, I shoot yeah, 8 millimeter steel with that elastic. Shoots great. I have a great time with it. Usually in wintertime, I will go up to a point .6 just for that extra zip, because as it gets colder, the retraction rates kind of slow down, so you need a little bit more rubber to really send that ammo. I have a mini red healer, which is basically a red healer bred with a corgi, I think. Oh, cool. What's the stream about? Looks interesting. Well, we talk about all kinds of crap here, Matthew. We're all slingers. We all like to shoot slingshots, but pretty much everything from pets to politics to everything. Everything pops up here. As long as everyone's being cool and friendly. We show up on a Sunday, we have a coffee, and we talk shit. That's how we roll over here. Perfect Lone Star. Simon, hi ATO, love the channel. Can I ask if you rotate the pouch so the thumbnail is next to your face or straight thumb? Many thanks from UK. I'll show you what I do. Let me grab a slingshot here. See if I can back you up a little bit. I apologize for the mess. So if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know I have kind of a little bit of a different draw. I like to anchor first. So I always find my thumbnail on the point of my cheekbone. So once I got it, elbow comes up. I try to get my shoulders parallel. I know you're asking about the pouch, but I'm going to get there. So here it is. Point, elbows up. Everything comes up this way. And there is maybe a slight angle on it because of the relation to my thumbnail, but that's pretty much it. So I don't twist the pouch. I know some people turn it. I don't do that. The only time I'll do a little bit of a twist is if I'm shooting long draw. That's about the only time I'll do the little twist. Do I like hunting and fishing? Bro, I love it. I'm a wild camper. I go wild camping quite often. Two summers ago, I went on the 53-kilometer canoe camping trip through Algonquin Park. Ran rapids in a canoe. Did a lot of catch and cook. The whole deal. Had a blast, and I'm planning on doing it again this year. Couldn't do it last year because I got too fucking fat. I guess we'll call it that. I had to drop some weight. Went to go test my see what kind of shape I was in. I went and walked the hill and almost threw up with my backpack on, so I had to pull out of that trip. But I will not be doing it this year. I'm already down 40 pounds. I'm doing kettlebell workouts, hour bikes. I'm going to be in damn good shape next year for my trip, and it's going to be freaking epic. Had to go to a browser to PM your email from your YouTube section. Sorry, dude. If you were on Facebook or Instagram, you could have just shot me a message directly from there. It would have been fine. How do you find out what loves you the most? Your wife or your dog? In the trunk of your car over 2 hours when you go back to see which one is glad to see you. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna test that one out though. Just to say that here, I'm not testing that out. I know it won't. It won't be. It won't be pretty good. Keep a big lookout for Bigfoots. Yeah. Well, I've never seen Bigfoot before, but I in my last trip we saw some cool things. I saw a coyote and a beaver go at it. Coyote had some monster balls on him because he jumped right into the water and started swimming up swimming up to the beaver trying to take him out. Then he realized, oh shit, I think I made a mistake because the beaver turned around and he was like a freaking Wolverine. He chased that freaking that coyote right up on on the on the beach, and that thing hauled ass out of there. He knew that he made a big mistake right away. Am I a hammock or a? I'm 100% a hammock guy. 100%. Actually, if I am an ambassador to One Win Outdoors, if you want to go over there and check it out, I can send you some links and check out their gear. It's really really nice. Before that, I was using a custom hammock that I was getting from a buddy called over in Pennsylvania. His company was called Hemlock Mountain Outdoors. It was a great hammock. I've done many trips in that thing, but I am now an ambassador to One Win Outdoors, and I really like it. I have a video recently just showing the hammock itself and the suspension system and everything like that. It's on that thing. I'm going to be doing a video of the under blanket, which has a lot of smart ideas, and Hemlock and sorry, not Hemlock, but One Win Outdoors has one of the best hammock camping tarps I've ever seen, and I'll be doing a video on that one too. Telephone is behind compared to TV, and I'm traveling. What's my favorite species to hunt and fish? I'm a muskie guy. Um, every winter, we used to go out and do some ice fishing, and I have a video somewhere. I'd have to check it out. It's probably on my old bushcraft channel. But I'm a muskie guy. I caught my personal best in 2017, I don't know the weight of it, but it was freaking huge. It barely fit through an 8-inch hole. It was 52 inches long and well over 22 inches in girth. Hey Chris, how's it going? I'm down 40 pounds, man. Down 40 pounds and counting. And I'm going to be in some damn good shape for some hiking. Oh, okay. Uh, at the end of last year, I went to go visit a buddy of mine up north, and we did a camping an overnighter. We went up there. I cooked some curried rabbit with some bus up shot. I don't know if you know what that is. It's kind of like a flatbread that's kind of all busted up. It's a Trini thing. But I made a delicious curried rabbit stew. We went up there, and then we decided to hike to this lake that's about a good kilometer and a half, possibly 2 kilometers into the backcountry. And we are keeping our heads on the swivel for bears and whatnot. But on my way back, I was trying to walk my way back, and I felt like I was gonna freaking die. I was so out of breath. My heart was pounding. I felt terrible. And just to give you an idea, in 1 year's time, I got so out of shape, it blew my mind because I was able to carry a 70-pound canoe on my back for a kilometer and a half, come back and get my gear and walk again, hop in the canoe, and I had to take one break through that whole thing. I didn't stop. And the next year, I just got so out of shape. It was like it was a complete. I was completely embarrassed with myself that I got so out of shape and so tired. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I got to get back to being a beast, and I'm working on it. Do I play chess? I have played chess a couple times. It's a lot of fun. Have you tried the slingshot arrow fishing reel with the fishing reel that attaches to your phone? No, I haven't tried that. Hi, Violet. Do you have any hot tent done any hot tent camping? No. Usually when I go camping, I just rely on my gear. I have actually on this channel, I have a winter camping overnighter where me and my brother went out, and I have a Teton Sport minus 30-degree sleeping bag, and I just sleep on that on my Climate Static V air mattress, and that's plenty enough. But tent camping, no. But I am looking into it. One Win Outdoors does have a hot tent for hammock camping that I want to try out, and I can just bulk it in and set it up and spend the night in there with that going on. I do have some concerns about hot tent camping. It can be dangerous if you're not being careful with carbon monoxide. So you have to be kind of careful. But I think I kind of prefer the hot tent hammock camping setup because first of all, I'm not directly on the ground. I've got the ambient temperature that'll be much warmer inside than it is outside, but there'll still be enough enough air circulation to keep me from poisoning myself and dying. So yeah, what's my favorite species to hunt fish for? Muskie is my favorite species. Actually, I like muskie. I like fishing channel catfish, and I like fishing bass. Trout's fun too, but I think muskie's probably my favorite. Yeah, yeah. This is actually my My little sling area used to be downstairs in the basement. Had that big Canadian flag up on the wall there. You saw that with a bunch of my bags hanging on the walls. That has now turned into my son's bedroom, and I'm up in his old baby room now, which is kind of like my office and where I work out and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's the ending of it. I mean, let's face it, right? If we're talking about who is the coolest guy on the dark side, it has to be Darth Maul. Well, Darth Maul. He's got those horns sticking out of his head. He's all red and black. He's got the ATO colors on him. He's got a badass lightsaber. I mean, he's the man. Kenny, which video would you like to see? If you're talking about any of my outdoor videos, you can go ahead and check in my playlist. I have I think it's outdoors or wild camping or something like that. It's called. I've got all my or many of my overnighters on that in that playlist. What's my favorite species to hunt for? I haven't been hunting in years, but I'm very much a rabbit slash partridge guy. I love those things. Delicious. T Rex, appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. And I appreciate the help. You're the man, dude. I do have, hold on, where did we go here? Matthew, you're asking, I do have my compound bow here, and I was actually hoping to get in on some deer hunting, but I'm having a very, very hard time finding land here that I can shoot on that's not private or owned by somebody, or it's just not flooded with hunters. And anyway, it is what it is. If I can get into at the club where I used to go practice my archery, when I was shooting over there, it became uh, so annoying. Like indoors from January to when summertime when they had opened up the outdoor range, there were so many people in there, and people would bring their kids, and they'd just be running in and out of the lines, and they're acting like idiots. And I'm standing there in my back draw on my anchor, and I got people bumping into my elbow, and it was a giant clusterfuck. And I just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I quit. I'm out. I mean, I'm fully licensed to hunt. I got my license for bow hunting. I went and took my course for in Canada. We have to take a course for turkey hunting. There's certain regulations we have to follow here and whatever, but it's just become a pain in the ass. I mean, if I could find a place where I can go and shoot, where I didn't have to deal with all the other a-holes that just don't shut up when you're in your back draw or people running around, I would be hunting deer and doing those videos. Point eight, is that not overpowering for 8 millimeter steel? Absolutely, it is. I don't shoot point eight. I'm a point five guy. Point five, 0.45. If I'm going to point eight, or if I'm using point eight elastic, I'm shooting either 9.5 at as fast as I can possibly get it, or 11 mil steel with that elastic. I shoot 24 to 14, and it overpowers 8 millimeter steel. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's point six. And when you start overpowering your elastic, you end up having odd breaks in your elastic too. They don't last as long. Yeah, I would like to see that video too. I'm hoping we can get it done. I'm anyway. Once again, I'm gonna try to get some hunting videos done maybe next year, but it's just really not easy for me to find land where I can go and not have to worry about trespassing or any of that kind of stuff. Or yeah, a lot of the areas where I'm able to actually go and check out, I've got to drive 2 or 3 hours north and in another province. And at the same time, I got to be able to leave my car somewhere that's going to be safe where I don't have to worry about, blocking any traffic or getting towed or getting a ticket where I can just march into Crownland somewhere. There's not many access points, just like the water here. Um, they've got all the water blocked off by homes, and there's very few access points where you can get down there and actually get into the water without having to pay somebody, which kind of sucks. I like a lightsaber up on your wall. Thanks, buddy. Gotta go, Mark. T-Rex. I think I already said bye to you. Yeah, also in the bands, but yeah, a bit, yeah, too much. Later, Rex. This fall, I might go antelope hunting for the first time in Wyoming. Oh wow, that's cool. Are you a bow hunter or are you hunt with a rifle? I met the Green Cross Code Man at school. Have I ever played Fortnite? I'm not really a video game guy, man. I have tried it a couple of times, but I'm not really a game guy. If I'm playing any kind of games, it's not a video game. I'm usually playing pool, throwing darts, throwing my throwing knives and my axes. That's kind of my fun. Shooting slingshots. It's my deal. Winter trap with a store. Winter tarp with a stove for the hammock. Yeah, Kenny, they have a One Win Outdoors has a tarp that'll hang over your hammock, and it opens up quite wide. So if you can imagine, usually if you're in a hammock, you'll have a hammock set in an A-frame style, but usually it's like an octagon shape hammock, or not octagon, but a hexagon shape. So basically, you've got your ridge line coming across like this, straight like this, and then you kind of come down in a taper. What One Win Outdoors has done is it actually comes out a little bit wider and then drops down on the side. So it'll actually create enough room in there so you can get up, stand up, have closed doors on both sides with a stove jack and a stove that'll fit in it. And it's on my wish list. It's a really cool piece of kit, and I really love I really love hammock camping. It is the bomb. You sleep so good. I mean, just I know I'm kind of rambling here, guys, and I apologize for that, but like imagine this: you get out on a canoe, you hit the waters, you're fishing, hiking, portaging all your gear, really getting the work in. Like it's a rough day when you're traveling, 15, 20 kilometers in a canoe, and on foot in a day, carrying a 40-pound backpack because it's soaking water from the rapids you just ran. And at nighttime, when you arrive at your camp, you could set up your whole sleep system in under 5 minutes. It's literally super fast. Once you figured out how you got things going, you throw your straps on, you slide it through the buckles, everything gets set up real quick, throw your tarp up, you're ready to go to bed, and you're sleeping so comfortable. You wake up in the morning and there's not an ache and pain in your body when you've just done a crazy workout. You've probably burnt 5,000 calories in a day and you're feeling fantastic. Hammock camping is the way to go. And once you've established how to lie in a hammock properly, and you can actually get a cross lay, you can lay flat, because I'm a stomach sleeper. So I lie on my stomach or on my side. So I can get a perfect side lay, and I'm lying pretty much flat, and I'm super comfortable, and I sleep all night long very well. Feel very rested. Oh, buddy. Chuck a Steel. Come to Texas and we'll muck some hogs up. That would be a blast. Later, Lone Slinger. Later, Lone. Take it easy, bro. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope to see you next week. X2 Crystal. What's my name? My name is Mark. Giovanna, how are you? Hannah, hi. Oh, doesn't matter. Just saying hi to everybody, bro. That was absolutely cruel, Mark. Yeah. Nice hair. What kind of haircut is that? This is called going bald and just giving up on trying to look good. So I just shave all that crap right off. Has a lightsaber. Crazy. The rifle. Cool. We're just chilling here, man. We're talking about whatever pops up. Get some questions, and that's it. Name a car. I'm pretty sure I already had somebody do that. I'm gonna do it again. Toyota Corolla. What's my favorite NFL team? Well, it's kind of embarrassing. I pretty much stopped watching them because I can't be a traitor. I've been a New York Jets fan since the early '80s, and I've just watched them stink it up forever. So yeah, I try not to watch it all that often anymore. I have the Winter War Bonnet. Yeah, you can't go wrong with War Bonnet. They make some great stuff. What's my favorite pouch? Mine are favorite pit pouches. I've got a few favorites. I used to like the Warrior Mongol pouch, was one of my favorites for a long time. I can't seem to find Warrior pouches anymore. I think Burke you know, hung up the gloves and decided not to make them anymore. So I started getting a lot of pouches from West Mitchell, and I like them. I like them and I shoot them. Wes makes a great pouch, and I like those kangaroo leather pouches. Pit pouches are cool. GZK had these little purple ones way back in the day. They were like one of the first ones that ever hit the market, and they were probably one of my favorites. And when it comes to pit pouches, they're still my favorite. What's up, Rico? Those canoe trips are super fun. You know what, Chad? They're a blast. It really changes your life. Like at the end of being out on the water last year for 2 years ago for 4 days, when I was done, man, I was sad. Like I got a day in and I hit my groove, and all of a sudden I felt like I was part of the ecosystem. I was just doing my thing, going through things. I mean, you're seeing wildlife. There's eagles, there's bears, there's moose, there's everything out there, and it's just every corner you turned around, it was just beautiful. If you ever have a chance, I really highly recommend going over and checking out that video. It's a long one. It's like a 45-minute video, but some of that country that we were hanging out in was just beautiful. I mean, we found a bunch of northern water snakes hanging out on this little rock island in the middle of the river, along the Petawawa River. It was beautiful. A lot of the wildlife that we saw, it was hard to get a good view of because with the GoPro and my phone, because there was such a long distance away. But we had a couple of moose sightings, a couple of deer sightings. Uh, we had that uh, we had that coyote and beaver battle that I couldn't get on camera, but I was nervous of bringing my big camera in case it got wet because if I had my I don't have it here. If I had my big camera with me, I would have been able to zoom right in on that mess, but I couldn't do it, and I was afraid I was going to drop my phone in the water, so I only pulled it out for pictures. Yeah, I made a lavu. Kenny wrote here. Sorry, I was thinking of sewing a stove jack on it, but I'd like to have one that's built for it. I ended up buying one of those fireproof blankets, and I made like a lavu out of a tarp with a center pole that could all be thrown into a kit. It was really really small, lightweight, and I was gonna I built the thing there, and I got this like a fire retardant silicone, so the stove jack can go through the hole. It worked. I do highly suggest getting one that's gonna be it's gonna be better. It's gonna be a more foolproof. You don't have to worry about it breaking or burning or anything like that on you. Uh, I did do one before, it worked, but this one, buying one that actually is set up where you can just peel it off with Velcro and close the lid when on days that you don't need it, it's much better. Brian, have to go, but I'll see you next week. Okay, good man. I hope to see you next week. Thanks for stopping in, bro. The little boy on Big Daddy. The goddamn Jets. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. so many years back in the day when when Wayne Corbett was playing and all that stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I love the Jets, even though they weren't a super great team even back then. When Rex Ryan came in, we had a good defensive team. It was still worth it. But man, there's so many years where it's like making a sandwich. Here, I'm gonna make this very simple. It's like making a sandwich. You're thinking, you know what? I'm gonna have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. But you know what? You can't have one. You know why? Because you've got the peanut butter and jam, but you don't have the bread. And this is the exact same thing as the Jets. Ooh, we're gonna have a great football team this year. We're gonna put all our money into defense, but forget the offense. No way. And then all of a sudden they go out and they get this Sanchez. You remember him back in the day? Oh, we're gonna go get this guy. He was like third draft overall or something like that. And they brought him in, threw him to the world to the Wolves. He completely shit the bed, and he was still out there running for his freaking life, and he had no one to help him out. So it's the same thing as making a peanut butter and jam sandwich, but you're missing the ingredients. And you're never going to have a Super Bowl team if you're missing ingredients. How about that? All right, I'm done. What's my favorite cat name? I have no idea. What's the minimum age I should be to watch this stream? I have no idea. It's definitely not made. It's definitely not made for kids. I asked GZK to make pouches for 6 millimeter, and he did. Oh, very cool. Sorry, guys, phone rang. Back now. How's it going, Roland? Good to have you back. Yes, purple is what I use. I keep the same pouch on, different band. Yeah, me too. Um, Lone Wolf Caddy Plinker. He writes, the purple GZK pit locating pouches is what he used, and and basically he reuses his pouches. And I actually believe the more you shoot them, the better they get. How do I get so much subscribers? I don't know, man. I think people are just sucker for punishment and they want to see this ugly mug more often. I think that's just about it. Okay, Chuck and Steele, you take care, bro. Thanks for stopping in, man. You're the best. What's the reason for this live chat? We're just chatting with people, Mohammed. We're all a bunch of sling shooters. We like slingshots. We talk about sling stuff and whatever else happens to pop into mind. Some people like camping, hunting, fishing, just talking about whatever. That's what we do over here, Mo. I also got to go, Mark. Good to see everyone. Have a good day. Take it easy, Crudo. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the help today. uh, is 12 too young? I don't know. If you're going to be going on any lives, and you're 12 years old, I would appreciate it if you talk to your parents, please. Ask them. Yes, Mohammed. We're just talking about slingshots and sling shooting, a little bit of technique, some camping, some fishing, some hunting, some just random stuff. We're here to talk about some things that we all enjoy doing, and that's it. And basically, my YouTube channel is a slingshot channel, and that's what we're chatting about. Ty girl, how you doing? There's a shout out. Harry Saunders, how you doing, bro? You got it, man. Anytime. Mohammed, hopefully you find what we're chatting about is interesting enough for you to stick around. But I appreciate you if you don't. Who do I think is going to win today? I don't know. I've always kind of been a Kansas City guy a little bit. I like Kansas City, but we'll see. Oh yeah, and hot sauce. Shades, hot sauce. Yeah. They're okay with it, and I understand a lot of the things you were talking about. Okay, cool. Winter, are you a dad? Yes, I am, sir. I am a dad. 1956. Mr. Willie, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. Mr. Clean. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I like watching anime and horror films. I'm not really an anime guy, but I do like horror movies sometimes. I'll subscribe to you. You seem like a good guy. Learning how to make a slingshot. Ah, cool. Mohammed, first of all, I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate the support. And if you're looking into getting into the sport or planning on making a slingshot and want to figure out some technique and whatever it is, I've got many playlists that can help you out with your shooting. And if you ever really need to, you can shoot me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll try to help you out if you get stuck. Hairline reveal. Yeah, the hairline's been gone for years, bro. I live in Canada. Mohammed, you take care too, buddy. Fellow Canadian. Cheers, man. There you go. That's what I look like. I apologize for that. Why am I bald? Because I can't grow hair. You get Hunter Call of the Wild fishing game. Bet you'd love it. Oh, maybe. I ate one of those 9 billion Scoville gummies the other day. You know what, Tennessee slanging? I've tried the one chip challenge and I've tried a Satan's toe. And we've got one of those gummies actually. We've been talking about it. And I was kind of like, Satan's toe was kind of okay, I guess. It's very cinnamony. It's like eating a million cinnamon hearts at the same time. It's pretty hot, but not like scream, take me to the hospital. I feel like I'm gonna die type hot, but it's pretty hot. The one chip challenge was hot too. Um, it's pretty hot. I don't know. I don't know. I think a lot of people are putting those things up on the net are just embellishing a little bit. You know, the freaking out and the squealing and all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty hot. But I mean, every time I make a batch of hot sauce, we're always taking a bite out of the Reapers to see how hot they are. So maybe my tolerance is a little high. But anyway, it is what it is. Do I like hot dogs or burgers? I'm a burger guy. Hot dogs are all right from time to time, I guess. Axiom X is a damn good frame. Gotta tell you. Just thanks, man. Appreciate you. I had explosive diarrhea. Me too. I'm new. Hi. Hi, Celine. How you doing? They were skiing after me? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Kojak's cousin. I'm the only person who still shows the Axiom X. You know what? There was a lot of people that were talking about the Axiom X, and for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this slingshot here. It's kind of like a fully adjustable slingshot, and a lot of people were talking about it being a complete gimmick, and I thought the same thing too until I got my hands on one. I was planning on doing a video on it and showing people and whatever, but I gotta tell you, it's not just a gimmick. It's a pretty damn good slingshot. It shoots real well, and it's completely adjustable to be made for your hand, so you can make it fit perfect. Yeah, Tennessee slanging. You know, that's one thing I'll say. That one chip challenge tastes like ass. those, I'm sure that gummy bear tastes pretty bad too. And the Satan's toe was just very cinnamony. It was hot, but I think I have a video actually of it on the West Island Fire Facebook group. When we actually tasted it and we ate it, we're just kind of standing in front of the camera. I'm like, yeah, it's hot, but not terrible. I actually bought it because I watched the Dudesons eat those things and they were all screaming and rolling all over the floor. It was just ridiculous. Hi, Jess. There you go. Glasses are off. All right, Ants. It's been a pleasure. You take care now. I love my Axiom X. Mine is red too. It's a good shooter. I love the grip. Yeah, me too. Grip's pretty nice. Good stuff. Do I have any pets? Yep. I have a dog named Benny. Olivia. Goodbye, Olivia. The Axiom is awesome. I love my red one at 85 millimeter. Bored people coming on. Yeah, I just started. I'm starting to ditch some of these people. I'm getting fed up with this. Search up Mr. Clean. He looks handsome like you. I know who Mr. Clean is. He's my dad. Big Bob. How's it going, bro? I showed him in my last. I showed my dog in my last live. He's on there. He kept on popping in from time to time. I'm not gonna go get him now. He's downstairs with the family. So Matthew, 65 frames, but you had more than that, Madman. I think I do. I've given a lot away. I don't know what my count is at this point. Oh wow, look at this. Hey, they're coming out of the woodworks today. All right. Molly, it's been fun. Printu, how you doing? Sorry. Jess, how you doing? How you doing, Shiny Chris? Appreciate you, man. You're still shooting that thing, Slangin'? Hey, Slangin', I want to ask you something real quick. I need some help from a moderator. Would you be down? Do I get hand slap when the bands get cold? No, I don't. Not usually. When I shoot long draw, though, I do. I get a little hand slap, and when it gets really cold, it kind of sucks. Oh man, Tennessee slanging, my boy. Okay, buddy. Um, Appreciate you, bro. There you go. Thanks for the help. No, well, it is a lightsaber, yes. Real? No. All right, we start getting any kind of craziness like anything stupid, rude, or constantly badgering for certain things. Um, just ditch them. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Is just hiding them from the, or I'm removing them from the chat. That's it. I don't know what a Heisenberg grandpa is. Sorry, Dusty. Clipsy, how you doing? All right. See you later, Dusty. He's gone. I'm getting rid of him, man. We're chopping him out of here slowly but surely. And I think a lot of these people are coming back from the I get some asked the same questions like they're just going out and coming back in under a new thing or it's just a bot or something. I don't know. It's a real pain in the ass. I think there are a lot of them are ruining it for everybody. Kind of sucks. Roland, appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. So hopefully I'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Took the red eye from Tokyo with Taylor. I'm a Packers fan. Sorry for Aaron Rodgers. That really sucks for both teams. Yeah, I know. I was kind of hoping that every time the Jets get somebody half decent, they always get them around the end of their career. I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers will make a recovery from his little ankle issue there, his torn Achilles. Apparently, he's doing pretty good. I was just saw him interviewed on the Rogan podcast. We'll see what happens. If he'll make it back for next season, hopefully they could use him to develop a young quarterback coming up would be really nice. But and we'll see what happens. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? I'm kind of leaning towards Kansas City, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, he really does. His surgeon's really good. Yes, Mia. What can I do for you? Thomas Brooks, what are you trying to say about this Liverpool music? You keep on bouncing that up here. Let's see. What do you want to elaborate on that, or are you just here to be a troll like a bunch of the other ones? Okay. See you later, buddy. Ah, yeah. Tennessee slanging for the win. All right. Stupid dumb shit like this here. Say Ganny 10 times. How about I say bye-bye once? Boom. See you later. Tell us where the bodies are. Give the victims some closure. Okay. Don't know who you are, and I don't care. See you later. That's right. Throw that wrench. Go to work. There's a lot of them that need to go, and they just keep popping up one after another. John, how's it going, man? What's up, Nat? You have a serious question? Go for it. Bro, I love your attitude. It's awesome. I'm sorry, dude. I just try to be me at all times, and I'm a pretty patient guy, but I get to a point where enough is enough, and we're trying to have a good time here, and getting dumb shit in my feed all the time. I just can't do it. 49ers are going to win. Let's see. What is the stream? I'm not trying to be mean. Well, what is my intent? Well, we're just out here talking. We're all sling shooters. We all like to shoot slingshots. We're just out here chatting about just whatever. Sometimes we talk about slingshots. Sometimes we talk about camping. Sometimes we talk about our families. We just shoot the shit. That's all it is here. We're just talking shit, having a good time. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Colton's Country Life. Of course, I can shout you out, buddy. Shout out to Colton. Bailey, you can ask me something. Sure, why not? Hi, Kristen. Hi, bro. Where am I from? I'm from Canada, man. Where are you from? Well, Kristen, if you don't like the way I talk, then you should probably ask your parents if you're allowed to watch this, or see you later. Sekachev, I apologize, dude. I would love to answer your question, but it's not in a language I understand, and there is no translate button. If it's something important, you can always message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll try to answer you. Jameson Berube, yes, you can ask me something. Go for it. John Atkins, wrestling was pretty good. You were at a tournament yesterday. My boy got silver. Got a couple more tournaments going on this year, and we'll see how it all goes. But yep. I've heard of your country. Yes, Uzbekistan. Yeah, can't even say it. Uzbekistan. Sorry, I apologize. But yes, I've heard of your country. I can read it. I just can't say it. Jameson Berube, you had your chance. How old am I? I'm 48 years old. Since when was there a shorts live? Where's the shorts? This isn't a short. This is just a live. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Oh, Sekachev. I'm doing great, and thank you for asking. I hope you're doing fine too, my friend. Somewhere around there, yeah. Oh, very cool. Are you, Jameson, you in Quebec? Yeah, don't be fooled by all the white. I'm not quite as old as everyone thinks I am. Yeah, me too. Yes, sir. I do know that country. Uzbekistan. I usually visit there, but I'm a certified Native American. Oh, very cool. Are you Mohawk? Well, guys, we've been at it for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm getting tired of kicking people out of here, so I think we're gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna go have some breakfast and get my workout in. Yeah, John, I apologize for this one. I'm gonna boogie. I'm gonna call this one now at 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm just getting fed up of these trolls. There's just too many of them. I think we've deleted about 50 people so far today, so we're gonna call it done. For those of you who are new to the channel, thanks a lot for watching. Popping in. I appreciate y'all. Tennessee, you like those, eh? Those frames, they should be in maybe today. I think maybe today. They were in my province this morning, they're yesterday, and they're saying they're on hold. So we'll see what happens. I will do an unboxing for you guys when they do come, though. See you next week. Done well, and don't blame me for calling it a day. I'm having to see you next week. Okay, I'll be back next week, either Saturday or Sunday. I'll mention it on Facebook, Instagram, or X. Let everyone know where I'm going to be. You guys take care. Get out of practice. Stay safe. Be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Bye for now.